Hello everyone, my name is Megan and I'm here today to play Sherlock Holmes, the Tea Shop Murder Mystery. I found this on Newground and I'm actually quite excited as someone who loves all things Sherlock Holmes and all things tea. I think this is going to be just a great game for me. It's a point and click, so hopefully you can see my mouse. Here we go.
Police Inspector Jason Bartholomew Jones was here. He told me someone has murdered Mr. T. Mr. T was the owner of the local tea shop.
Is that what an English accent sounds like? Is that what other people think an English accent sounds like? That's terrible. I'd better get over there and look for clues. Go, Sherlock, go! Who is in this tea?
This is Mr. T's body. Looks like he was drowned in a big cup of tea in his own tea shop. Could this be the work of a murderer?
I love the music too. Murder. There's been a grisly murder. That's my notebook. Haven't written anything yet. Okay, so things are gonna go into the little hand when I can do them. So if I get...
There's nothing in here. It's an insurance policy for the tea shop. If the place gets struck by lightning, and or hurricane, and or flood, and or fire, and or alien,
that sounds like a totally normal thing to have an insurance policy.
Pay £1 million.
£1 million, which is about $1.45 million, give or take. No, it's more than that. It's like $1.6 million. Oh, good. Oh, how did I get the map? Show me the map again.
I can't see anything outside this window. Something smells fishy. And I'm not talking about the fish-flavored tea bags.
Fish-flavored tea bags. Those wouldn't be good. But how did I get them? Where did the map come from? I want to see that map again. Show me the map, boy. None of them. The insurance policy, a key. Show me the map. How did I...
That's a gramophone.
Well...
This is the crime scene. We have a big cup of tea in which the victim was drowned to death. We have one white glove on the floor, a can of kerosene which spilled on the floor, and a ladder that's turned over. Oh yes, I also spot matches. Looks as though someone was planning a barbecue. Or a murder.
A murder, or the ladder was originally against those boxes. He had the gloves on, was reaching up to get the kerosene off the shelf, and the ladder fell over and he ended up in the cup of tea. A murder. Oh, I don't need that again. This is Mr. T's body. I've had the boxes!
Those boxes contain all sorts of tea blends. I see they have raspberry tea, blueberry tea, lingonberry tea.
I've never heard of lingonberry. And I drink tea. If you tell me it's got lingon, I've got... Oh, enough. Okay, we're going. This is all packed tea. This is not drugs, as I first thought.
Sugar cubes. I'll have some if
Sugar?
the shopkeeper doesn't mind. I guess he doesn't, because he was murdered.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I get the musical cues. Sherlock, your hat is in the way.
This duster might...
Nope. Okay, we're going. Oh, here we go. Oh, so the map came up when I added a new location. Got it. Let's go to the traveling. Please talk to me.
Oh,
that is not an English accent. Ugh.
Welcome to our humble office. I am Mrs. Sienna.
That's someone trying to be British. Do I sound like that? No.
Hello, Mrs. Sienna. I'm here to ask you a few questions regarding a crime that was committed last night.
Alright, keep going, Sherlock.
Oh dear Lord, I'm too nervous to answer any questions right now. especially because my wig looks terrible today. I'll be more relaxed once I sort out the wig problem.
Wig problem, you said. Shall I...
There is nothing inside this
waste basket. That's how you know it wasn't written by someone who is a native England person, because we just call them bins.
Such a lovely smelly bird.
Smelly bird.
Smelly bird, smelly bird. What are they feeding
And that,
you?
for those people who don't know, is a smelly cat reference. Smelly cat, what are they
Hello,
feeding
I am
you?
here to investigate Mr. T's murder.
Murder?
Oh, dear Lord.
You look shifty in that picture.
Yes, Mr. T was murdered.
Oh, dear me.
But I hardly think I can help. All I know is that Mr. T and my secretary, Mrs. Sina Corkea, had an affair. But at the end of it, he dumped her and left her broken-hearted and filled with anger and a will for revenge.
Are you Mrs. Senya Corkea? Have I...
Thank you, sir. That's all.
New suspect. The insurance secretary, Mrs... The new... Blah, blah, blah. New secretary... No. New secretary. New suspect. The insurance secretary, Mrs. Senya Corkea. Motive. Senna is filled with rage and hatred towards Mr. T after he dumped her. Mr. T, eh? Are you Senna?
Oh, it's the...
Hello, Mr.
She's
Tina.
Mrs. Sina.
Oh, Lord.
She's Mrs. Sina. Tell her about... You know about the affair. Smelly bird, smelly bird.
This doesn't work.
This doesn't work.
This doesn't...
This doesn't work. Okay. Main Street it is. Hello, newspaper boy.
Extra, Mr. T from Mr. T's tea shop found dead.
Oh, look, we're in Victorian times. It still doesn't explain why everybody's speaking like an idiot, but we're in Victorian times.
So, you know that Mr. T is dead. Maybe because you murdered him?
No, Sherlock.
What? No. It's all over the papers. I've been selling more papers than ever. Everybody wants to read about Mr. T's murder.
So Mr. T's
Ah.
murder increased the amount of newspapers you are selling, thus making you earn more money. Sounds like a motive to me.
Motive for
Motive for
murder.
murder.
No, Sherlock. Let me just say the paper boy.
Are you buying a paper or not?
Yeah.
The paper boy is not a suspect. Let me tell you that for free.
Nobody. All right. Nobody's here. All right.
All right. Nobody's here.
I have nothing.
I have nothing to say to him. Wait, let me try the key. This doesn't work. 221B.
This
Humble
is my
office. Where is Dr. Watson?
my famous bookcase. It's filled with
No.
my
Where is your kind doctor, friend? Where did the key go to? Mr. T's tea shop. Look, Sherlock, you get your head in the way. Right, here we go.
Oh, I could use the hairs from this duster to make a new wig. Thank you.
Does that mean you're able to answer some questions now?
Does that mean you are able to answer a few questions regarding Mr. T's murder, which took place last night?
Murder!
My lord. Mr. T.
I don't think Mr. T was murdered. I think he just had a horrific tea accident.
Yes, Mr. T was murdered.
That's so terrible. I hardly think I can help. All I know is that Mr. T insured his tea shop here. My boss, Mr. Stuart McTavish, once said that if a hurricane
Hurricane?
hits T's tea
That's
shop,
not how we talk.
our insurance agency will go bankrupt.
Bankrupt. The insurance broker. Thank you, miss.
That's all I need.
Wait, please take my pet. I'm too weak emotionally to do experiments today. Here, its name is Krabby the Crab.
We now have a crab to look after too.
I have nothing.
I have nothing to say to him. Nothing to say to her. Nothing to say to him. I now have a crab. What good is a crab gonna be? Shall I put the crab in the tea? This doesn't work. So I'm now at the point of the game where I'm just clicking things and hoping that eventually 2 things will go. This doesn't work. Oh.
You might want to use this newspaper to replace the old newspaper inside the bird's cage. It would help reduce the stench of this room.
Thank you, I'd appreciate it. Please take this voucher for half price.
Thank you.
Let's go and investigate our new location immediately. Why do you look so worried?
Hello, I am here.
Adios míos. Mr. T was murdered.
What accent is that meant to be?
Yes, Mr. T was murdered.
Dum dum dum.
I am shocked. I used to work at his tea shop. I know my boss, Mr. Chang Junwei, used to buy tea for our guests from Mr. T's shop. But he stopped after the last time he bought there. We had a cockroach inside.
What accent is that meant to be?
And that cockroach scared our guests. Mr. Chang hated Mr. T ever since.
Uh-oh, that sounds like a motive. Almost a reasonable one.
Thank you, miss. That.
New suspect, the inn manager. Mr. Chang Young Wei even. Motive, Mr. Chang is angry because of the cockroach sent to him by Mr. T. That cockroach hurt Mr. Chang's business. Mr. Chang?
Hello, I am... So what do I have to do with this? I can't answer any of your questions until I kill the giant cockroach that's hiding inside. That cockroach
Is that meant to be a Scottish accent?
Alright.
Look, go, Krabby.
I'd better use Krabby for something else. Hello, I am... So, alright.
Can I give you this?
I would like to keep this voucher with me.
Ah.
I have no...
Can I give it to you? Can I give you the sugar?
This doesn't... Allow me.
I got it. Allow me, please, for I am the great detective Sherlock Holmes.
It's a well-known fact that cockroaches are attracted.
Oh, is it? I did not know that. The things you learn playing games.
Die, cockroach!
That's
die!
definitely meant to be Scottish.
If it were up to me, I would have killed all of you.
All of them? Because you hate cockroaches that badly?
It worked. That cockroach will soon be dead.
But you know the thing about cockroaches? They don't die. They're gonna outlive humans.
Alright, I guess. Did you say herder?
Herder?
No, I said murder.
Good game. Doesn't let me down.
Well, I don't think I can help you much. I hardly knew him. I can tell you that Miss Isela Laura Espinosa, my housekeeper,
That's a very Spanish-sounding name,
Mr.
and she doesn't have a
T's
Spanish
shop.
accent.
She even put out 3 fires in the shop, but for some reason, he decided to fire her. That is when I hired her to work in housekeeping. She hated Mr. T ever since and swore to get revenge.
I can't figure out what accent that's meant to be. Again! What is going on? I think I have a new suspect.
Thank you, sir. That's all I... wait! I forgot...
Oh, and now I can put the record on the gramophone. Okay, but first, new suspect, in waitress, Miss Isla. I've just heard him say her name. Isla Lara Espinosa. Motive: Mr. T fired Miss Isla, even though she was an excellent worker. She even put out 3 fires in Mr. T's shop. She hates Mr. T and swore revenge. I have nothing to say to her. Tea shop. Back room. Gramophone.
Just as I suspected. There's a secret room behind this broken window.
You didn't suspect nothing.
This
How can that not
I
work?
need to find a way to cut off these chains so I can get through.
Maybe Krabby can pinch them? Krabby pinch. Krabby pinch. Go! Who was that? That's Mr. T. See, the carousel was on top of the... I was so right! Oh, but he's losing money, so therefore, if you burn the shop down, you get an insurance payout. It was all an insurance deal.
This is it.
I know who the murderer is too! It was himself!
I solved the mystery. Mr. T's murderer is... the owner of the tea shop, Mr. T.
Yeah, boy.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, dear Lord.
How did you solve that?
Well, that was easy for a smart and experienced detective such as myself. I started to suspect when I learned that Mr. T insured his tea shop for £1 million.
I was suspecting long before that when I looked at the crime scene.
During
I
my
didn't even need
investigation,
none
I
of this.
understood that there were 3 fires at Mr. T's tea shop. But Mrs. Isela Laura Espinosa
It sounded really hard,
put
like
them
this.
all out. That is what led me to think that she was fired because she interfered with Mr. T's intentions to burn the place down and collect the insurance money.
I totally win.
Later on, I discovered a secret room inside Mr. T's tea shop. Inside, I saw a book showing that the sales went downhill at the tea shop. No customers,
No money.
means no money. Then I saw a picture on the wall, and it all became clear to me. I saw a can of kerosene on the top shelf. Last night, Mr. T decided to carry out the plan. Now that he got Mrs. Isela Lara
Mrs.
Espinosa
Isela
out of the way,
Lara
he was sure he would
Espinosa.
succeed. He went up on the ladder and brought down the can of kerosene. Somehow the ladder fell, sending Mr. T inside the big cup of tea, in which he drowned. And now that I've solved the case, I'll go back to my office and tell my story to my dear friend Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson!
Oh wait, I'm
Oh.
in my office. That means you all need to get out. Come on,
Get
get out.
Okay, James and Sarah Kayla. Good work in your voices, but I wasn't sure what some of the accents were meant to be. But it was a great game. It was a great game. I mean, I have a forensic science degree, so I probably found it a bit simpler than some people would have done if they hadn't been trained to look for the clues like I have. But all in all, it was a great game. So we've had a complete game, and that is the end of it, and so this is the end of this. Hope it was at least a little bit enlightening into the process and stuff. I will see you in the next video. Bye.